Centralized, as just Muhammad mentioned, that like a single source of truth that brings.
Yeah, everyone promoting is the GIS or BIM or any source is a single source of truth. I don't think so. The single source of truth coming from collaborative environment, integrated data between the platform. This is the single source of truth coming from. But claiming or promoting the GIS is only single source of truth, or the BIM single source of truth, I think this is not correct, and this is not the case in construction, especially.
Okay, nice. Okay, it's like you're using you're thinking about the system like business driven. It's not about the technology. You don't have to start with the technology. You don't have like go for the very shiny tools. You have to start with the problem in mind, the target in mind.
Yeah, the targeting coming from, as I mentioned, everyone should sit together identifying the need from the business perspective, not from the technology-driven perspective. So once it's the workshop, this is one of the things we did. We get in one room and agree what is needed from all over the collaborative environment, and then we see what is the fit from the technology, and we try to put it together in a collaborative environment. This is what we did actually.
Okay, so I believe I need to ask the same question in a different way for Arsim, because his very special target, or like the very special function of 7, and that you just briefed us about. Like starting with the business need, then moving to the technology.
Obviously, I think business needs come first. So your needs, your business goals, and the value that the organization is striving for drives everything else. And then technologies are the means and methods to get there. And just to clarify in terms of my understanding again on how, let's say, a BIM and GIS work hand in hand together, it all comes down to context, right? So in my limited understanding of GIS is the context, and BIM is the detailed version of the asset, let's say, in that augmented view of both. I'm just calling for it in terms of adoption of GIS as such. We haven't got anything more than just a visualization of the context of our destinations. So this is a great example of being driven by the business goal rather than adopting, in this particular example, GIS technology, just for the sake of having GIS technology. We have it, but only for limited one use case that serves.
You find a need for it, so you go for it. Not like starting with I need this piece of technology without having the need.
Exactly. In our case, that was visualizing the context, the surroundings of our entertainment destinations across the kingdom, across the map of the kingdom, and then across their specific cities and then their specific districts. That was it for us. I mean, it doesn't get any more complicated than that. And we don't, in my opinion, we don't need to overcomplicate it and layer it with additional use cases that aren't serving the purpose of decision making.
Yeah, you're making it more complex. Right. I agree. So I'm keen to attend every session that Mr. Hatem delivers, and and I asked him a question about the holistic digital twin of the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. But now I will like ask different question, but about the same point. We're talking about the business-driven or the need. Do you find a need to have a holistic digital twin for the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia?
Why a tough question? Now, I don't literally yet. At least you can think about it as a city level. It might be very important. Like Riyadh definitely needs a digital twin, even if it's primitive, just to support things like traffic congestions, touristic guidance and so on. You need something to help the city manage better. And and you see Riyadh municipality going through some changes recently because they believe that the current way of operation was not efficient. And they're trying to improve, which means that they are doing their analysis, their work. I'm sure a lot has gone through behind the scenes. Also, RCRC, they're doing a lot to understand the dynamics of the city and where it's growing, where it's going, where are the pain points for the population. So, and you need to measure or assess the interaction between how the metro affects the destinations, how Boulevard is, the Riyadh season is affecting the whole dynamic of the city with the tourists coming in. So I think in this special case, you do need some level of digital twin, and it has to be very live, and there has to be an operation room just to monitor the city and manage it. It's a really difficult beast. So on Riyadh level, I think is very important. On other cities, it might be a whole different case. I'm sure the guys in maybe Qiddiya will have some sort of digital twin or some kind of reality. I would love to see something nice and easy to navigate the city, and also the Murabba later on when they come live. We haven't seen a lot yet, but I'm saying on project level, it's very important in some cases, and on city level, it's very selective, and because it's a big investment. And it's especially in the IoT side of things, and in the analytics and the operation, even how to make this beneficial. Because it's a heavy investment. If you don't utilize it right, it's wasted.
Like step by step approach. So we solve this and this and this.
Just like the guy said, yeah, it's use case based. I mean, you're not going in and saying, okay, I'm going to build it and let's see what we can do with it. You should come in saying, okay, I have this problem, transportation. I have this problem, housing. I have this problem, and so on. And then you say, okay, this is the right mix of technology to make it happen, to drive the right decisions.
Thank you. Yeah, please.
If GIS and digital twins will help ease the traffic in Riyadh, I will change my religion. Because I think only that can help.
Okay.